Hey everybody, ModelMan here, and what I'm hoping to do is give the Deep Space Nine an hour or so today and see where I can take it. I've been doing some other soldering projects, and I figure while I've still got the iron hot, I may as well at least do some preliminary work on this. My main intention is to simply solder some leads from the LED tape to the arms on both of those, and that's it. Then if I go on to start assembling the inner core to all of this, we'll see where that goes. But as of now, that's not the plan. I don't want to spend more than an hour, preferably half an hour, so depending on how easy this goes, it will determine whether the rest of it goes or not. So let me get set up. One of my ideas in setting this up is that I want to keep the positive and the negative separated from each other, because I'm not really going to be able to do any insulating afterwards at all. So to that end, what I'm thinking is I'll put positive on one side of the center point and negative on the other, and see how it goes from there. So I'll just do the same thing over there, and then this piece will at least be ready for the next stage. So it occurs to me while I'm messing around here that I'm actually making progress, and I should be getting that on video. What I've just done already is to kind of test fit how this will go together and connecting the line to the negative. Trimmed down the wires a little, and I'm just about to do that. I just trimmed off all this insulation from that end just so it'll reach to this end specifically. And I'll leave this excess until I go to glue it on the top, and then try to trim away as much as I can. One of the other modifications I had to make was to, there's a key just on the inside of the arm there, and the wire won't fit through unless it's not there. So with that now out of the way, it'll still key fine, but having it not there will definitely help out. And what I'm probably going to be doing while I've been looking at this is to not glue these two pieces together, however, glue this wire into place so that they're loose, hanging loosely. And the same goes for this side. I should probably start with one or the other, not try and do both at the same time. One idea initially had was to glue this into place and go from there. However, that really wouldn't work, I don't think. And now that I'm starting to look at the bottom of this, bottom half of the whole thing, might be good if I did actually glue these wires into place right now, just so I can kind of have it hanging together like this and not having the worry of them having to snake through everything here. This might be the easiest way to go now that I'm looking at it. And at that point I should be able to at least clamp this arm down once I can get these out of the way. You know, I think this is going to work out pretty good. One of my big worries was getting this attachment going and getting that going, so I can actually seal this end completely, it looks like, and just worry about gluing each end after. So that's a nice little thing. Alright, so these two arms here are not going to go together at this point very well until I get this into place, so the clock is running. And over on this side we've got the positive line. So actually what I can do here, I don't know if there's going to be any way for me to get this on camera. I'm sorry, I don't know how much of that got caught or didn't get caught. I finished up the other arm and I'm just looking to get into here and do this one. Got a little bit to trim, but that's okay. And having a little extra right now is kind of helpful. Let's give this one last power test before it all gets sewn up. For some reason it looks like one of the arms went out, and it's the very first arm I did. Well, we'll see how that goes. That should be a relatively easy fix. All the other arms are working, everything inside is lit. Test concluded. Let's get some solder in here. Now what I really need to check is power coming off of the bottom here. If this don't light, then it don't matter what happens. Yeah, so it's just this one arm that's not lighting for some reason. Oh, there it goes. No? Well, that'll be a relatively easy fix, I hope. It's not too bad. Let's wiggle this one into place. I want to make sure the LED tape is as far out in the ring as possible. There are exceptionally few keys on the arms for this thing, which is unfortunate. Alright, so it looks like, and again, there's really no way for me to get a good view on this for the camera, I don't think. What I'm trying to do now is just get the inner side. Then I'll worry about clamping the outside afterwards. Getting the very few keys that are in this model right on it's really a trick, unfortunately. I have to let this sit for a little while. I'm going to make sure that clamps up nice and tight. Looks like this arm could use an additional clamping as well with a little more glue. But everything is looking like it will be okay. So let me go and hang this up for a few